Okay, with some of the creators of Warriors of the World, with Gary McMillan Jr., who's the director and writer, and also the star of the film, and then we have Kevin Barker, who is also another co-star of the film. It's a 10-minute short film played at the Sci-Fi Fantasy Film Festival. So, Gary, I was looking at your blog interview, and it said that you wrote this outline when you were in high school for this film,
Yes, correct.
and you just basically, and what finally propelled you to make a film about it?
When I was in college and I needed a final for like our, because in college classes, when you're studying film, your
Yeah.
final is usually like a project. So what I did was in my writing class, writing and producing, I just wrote the entire like Bible and just brought it all together and made the pilot script.
So it just stayed with you after all these years, the
Correct.
idea. And you went to DePaul University?
Yes,
How is the film program at DePaul in Chicago? It's in Chicago, right?
correct. Yeah, it's pretty good. You have access to CineSpace, which is a very good helpful for filmmakers because that's where places like Chicago PD and Fires film. So you have all the resources you need to bring your stuff together.
And where do you know Kevin from?
I met him at the Paul.
Yes, we met in film school. We were both graduate students at DePaul University. So we officially met in class because we got paired in a group project. And I don't know if you ever heard of the show Digimon, but I saw that he had one of the medallions that they wear on the show. And I was like, oh, you like Digimon? He's like, yeah. Then we just been locked in since that day.
Are you a filmmaker as well, Kevin?
Yes, sir.
And you did your thesis film as well?
Yes. Pretty much every project Gary's ever been on, I was on.
And you guys are both like, oh, Gary, what made you want to act in the film as well?
I've always wanted to play the villain since watching Lord Zed and Power Rangers.
Power Rangers, that's
Like
a
that.
big influence, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. They filmed that in Toronto. I used to have some of the actors on that show used to read for us back in the day
Oh,
on the Power
nice.
Ranger show. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So
This is going back 15, 20 years ago. So it's a long time ago when that show
that.
was on.
Oh, wow.
So tell me was everybody part of the university was a part of this project?
Majority, yeah, I would say majority, especially like the core members that helped with the crew. They were casting was like a mix of people that was in the Paul Theater program, or we also went on like I think it was Actors Access
Yeah.
and backstage to do casting calls, and we held interviews. So a lot of Chicago-based local actors.
Gotcha. And how did you find your casting, the rest of your actors?
Just through those platforms, backstage and Actors Access. We put up a posting that we were casting. We explained the program, what was going to be. We held auditions. They came, auditioned. We got together, me, Kevin, and the rest of the main like crew, and picked who we saw was the best for fit for the program for the project.
So you had to do some action scenes, like some martial arts scene. Did you guys have someone on set to help you out with that? How did that come about?
Yeah, we had a stunt coordinator, but I'm also trained in martial arts with jiu-jitsu and judo, and Kevin's in the army. And most of the other actors that were the main core for the fights, they were also stunt trained as well as boxers or martial arts themselves. So we kind of did have that in the casting call for people with experience with martial arts or stunt, combat stunt.
But you didn't want anybody to get hurt, I guess, right?
Yes.
Correct.
That was number one thing. Not want to get hurt.
So do you guys? So you're still you still do martial arts now?
Every chance I get, I do. Like I'm just now getting back into boxing.
Yeah. Well, I see it's people are watching this on video. You can see that you got some was it mixed martial arts posters behind you?
Yo, yeah. That's actually this one
Omega?
right here is the Warriors one, but this is like from TNA. If you heard like anything professional wrestling,
Yeah.
yeah, that's like one of their pay-per-view posters.
TNA?
Yeah,
That's like the minor leagues of WWE, I guess, or is that too offensive to say?
no,
That's a
you
whole
can
separate
say
company.
that. That it's a separate company, but they are like connected with NXT now. But they're like the third biggest professional wrestling company in the USA.
After AEW, the
Yeah, they're
second.
after AEW. Yeah, AEW second.
Kevin, do you like wrestling as well?
Yes, I do. Yes.
It seems like
Been a wrestling fan my whole life. Actually, my best friend from childhood, like my very first friend in life, he's actually training to go pro in professional wrestling. He's semi-pro now. Like his goal is to get to the WWE. So I plan on watching wrestling a lot more when he makes it because I know he's gonna make it one day.
What's his stage name?
Rockstar Made, but his actual name is Everett Benson.
Rockstar, but he's under the WWE contract, or he's just trying. He's
No,
like do the indies right now.
he's training to go to W. He hasn't officially got there yet, but like
Gotcha.
the pathway he's going, I say within the next year or two, he's gonna get there. There's no doubt
He
in my
might have a
mind.
different. By the time he gets there, he might have a different gimmick. He might have a different name, I guess, right?
Uh, Possibly, I'm not sure. I mean, he might.
WWE. They like to do things. They like to create things on their own so they can trademark it themselves, right?
It's true. So they might
Oh,
change it.
probably.
Yeah. But it seems like wrestling is like better than it's ever been. It's like ever since Vince McMahon left, it's like the WWE.
Oh yes, absolutely. Triple H is bringing back blood, first of all, and it's like he actually cares about what the fans want, not just the money he makes. Because Triple H was, in the ring himself for the longest, so like he knows what pops and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's fit to run the company.
Yeah, but I think Vince was just a little bit like he forget about what his craziness and his all that stuff, but basically just think about him as a creative person. He just seemed like he it was past his time. He should have left in like 2005 kind of a thing.
Yeah,
right?
he should have left so long ago. Like,
yeah. He just
so long ago.
That's why he stayed.
Yeah, he was just money hungry.
Yeah.
He was what?
He was money hungry.
You think so? I think it was. I don't think it has anything to do with money. I think it had to do with power. I think it had to do with
power hungry. Like basically, he wanted to be the one in charge. Is what I'm saying. Like he wanted to call out shots.
Yeah. Right. So someone used the analogy the other day where like he was like in a book that I was reading. It was like he was all, like imagine he was all the studios in the film industry, right? And it was like he was the one that he's the one who had the green lights. In order to green light a film, he was the only one like that he had all that power, right? So, and
yeah,
just failed things after failed things. Anyways, basically, I'm a fan as well. So basically, it's good to see other fans.
Yes.
CM Punk's my all time favorite. Chicago. There you go.
Mine's John Cena. All right, I'm so sad he's leaving. Well, he's kind of already left, but like I'm so sad he's officially having his last match next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Taker
John
was
Cena.
mine.
That's good.
Yes. Since he debuted in 2002, he's been my favorite wrestler.
Okay, what about you, Gary?
Undertaker. So he's
Undertaker. Okay.
Yeah.
He's got a podcast now, right?
He has a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh wow.
I follow it. Yeah, Mark Henry was just on there recently.
Yeah. He's talking about like because he played the gimmick for like 30 years, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knew Mark Calloway, nobody knew who he was, and now he's just sharing all these stories.
Mm-hmm.
Some good little nuggets about Hulk, him and his relationship with Hulk Hogan. Just a little teaser there.
Yeah, it was a shock.
They're not cool.
No, because Hulk Hogan when he won you guys are probably too young for this, but when he won, or you remember, he won the title, and I think it was 92 at Survivor Series.
Oh, it was 91.
That was 91. Pile drived him, and Hulk said that he hurt his neck. And Undertaker like looked at it, and it's like he didn't hurt his neck. He was like faking that. He felt all bad all these years that he hurt his neck, but then he realized that Hulk Hogan was just faking it because he was mad that he lost the title to him.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, Hogan was.
He likes to lie. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And it's safe to say he's a racist too. So, anyways.
Yep.
So, quick segue back to the film. So tell me about the special effects in the film. Obviously, you got some fire during the fight scenes. You have some like things. So tell me about like you're filming the film, but also you're kind of like you're like thinking fourth dimensionally, right? Because you're like that you're going to change a bunch of stuff in post. How did you do that?
I just pretty much I got a VFX artist to come in, and like before I filmed it, I went over the script. I asked someone like, how do you think we should film this to make sure it won't be a problem in post? So I got the notes, and that's why the way it got filmed, it did it kind of like that. Like when you see Ione doing the fire, it was a certain way she had to like position herself to do that. It's why it looked kind of slow, so I had to speed it up so the VFX artist could catch it and make sure it doesn't look sloppy.
Yeah. So did you ever do a film like this previously with all the special effects?
This is my first one.
Oh, this is your first film.
kind of a learning experience on this type of level. Like I've just done drama and comedy before. I've never really done like action and using like special effects.
Because you're in the field in the beginning scenes, and you know that you're going to do the fireball effect. I know there's something it's a more sophisticated, but I'm just saying the fireball effect. You know you're going to do that, so that's like you're just when you're shooting it, you have to vision what also you're going to add to the film, I guess, right?
Hmm.
So how is acting and directing at the same time?
It was challenging at first, but I had a strong first AD who stepped in once I got in front of the camera, which helped out a lot. So like once I'm in front of the camera, just tell him take over. Especially with the fight scene you saw, I had Cam Green. I met him at DePaul through Kevin. He was the
Yeah.
fight director for that one. And like I told him, like once I step in front of the camera, it's your go for it. Here's the script, here's the breakdown. We even went through a rehearsal, and he was like, I got it. He followed the play by play, and he did a good job.
And you didn't see Did you see the footage like on the day, or did you watch it afterwards?
On the day after we shot it, he will just have us come over and look and ask me if I approved. I'm like, yep.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
And then you got the to be continued at the end, I guess, right?
Yes.
So do you
Because
want to
it's
make another version of the film?
we have a continuous of it. We filmed 5 episodes.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, so once how this goes, then by next year, I plan on releasing all 5 on like Amazon, Tubi, or even if it gets picked up, get like a full season done.
So
That is
you're
the ultimate goal for picked up.
and Kevin, you're a part of it as well.
Yes, sir.
So you're playing the same character, or
Yes. My character's name is Jordan. He's an American military fighter. So like Warriors of the World is because each character is like from a different part of the world. But yes, I've been a part of the project since day one. I act, but I call myself like the everything guy. Whatever Gary needs me to do, like if he needs to help me, he needs me to help direct that day or help produce or find people or location or whatever. I help him out. So like, yes, I'm just as much part of the project as Gary is. Yes.
that's amazing. And what is your ultimate goal in this industry?
Acting is my ultimate goal, but like I'm down to do everything. Like because I've been dabbling in everything for so long. So I guess like maybe my second thing would be to direct, like to be a big time director. But my ultimate goal is definitely being an actor. Oscar, Emmy, Tony. That's what I'm going for.
It's gonna get it
And
too.
good projects, I guess, right? Be a part of
Yes,
good
sir.
projects.
Yes.
Are you guys both still based in Chicago?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And you want to stay there and kind of like do your filmmaking roots in Chicago?
To a
Well,
cer-
I'll speak for my. Oh, well, you can go first.
well, to a certain extent, I do want to stay here because Chicago is kind of building up. But I will eventually probably end up in either LA or Texas, since I know that's market is really growing right now. Well, mainly Texas, Austin, Texas, for minorities in filmmaking.
And for
Atlanta seems
me,
to be doing well too.
Mhm.
yes.
So,
I'll say for me, like I plan on being here a while, but not the rest of my life. I would like to either go back to Los Angeles or maneuver to Atlanta, one of the two, but probably LA just because I love the warm weather. But yes, like I plan on being here a while, but not for the rest of my life.
Where are you guys from originally?
I'm from
Well,
Chicago.
yes, he's
He's
from Chicago. I'm from East St. Louis, Illinois. If you ever heard of it.
Yep.
Okay. I moved here in 2018 to go to DePaul.
Yeah.
But the reason I said back to LA is because in 2020, before COVID happened, Gary and I were living in Los Angeles for a film internship through DePaul University called Los Angeles Quarter, where we got to live in Los Angeles for a quarter and actually work in the film industry. But then COVID happened in March 2020 and like ended our internship. So we had to come back to Chicago.
So you would do like a quarter, meaning that you had 3 months. You got
Yeah.
to do. And what did you
Yes.
guys do? Where were you guys working at?
So we were both working this internship called Blue Sky Studios, and that's where we actually got to work on an actual film set to help create a movie called Beware of Mom. We got to be production assistants, and I had a second internship at this place called State Street Pictures. I don't know if you ever heard of the director George Tillman, but that's his film studios. I was a script coverage writer there, where I actually like got to approve scripts before they get created. He's the guy that created the barbershop movies. If you ever seen those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you guys gonna like do some more internships or do like work in the industry a little bit
Uh,
more? Or?
well, we graduated now. Like we were both class of 2020, so COVID canceled our internship and our graduation. But we both still work in film heavily, but we just not in school anymore.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How did that feel doing that? How did that feel like just basically like getting the rug pulled under you with the COVID? You're in the middle of doing something.
Oh,
Uh,
that was torture. Like
because
I
we
can't speak for
also
Gary, but for me, that was torture. That I hated every second of that.
because we also auditioned for Power Rangers that upcoming season. So in
Yeah.
the middle of that, like I'm not sure. I think with because I know with me before, like as soon as it happened, I think I would have got called into the office for the next step, but they was like they're putting it on hold, and I didn't hear back from it since.
Gotcha. So kind of screwed your plans in a sense.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, because I
yes,
actually
it
wanted
did.
to move back there anyway. Like after we graduated, I was gonna intend to come back to LA anyway later in 2020.
Yeah. What did you guys do during COVID?
I just pretty much stayed in the house and wrote more. Actually, because the only good thing I guess was they came out of it was I was able to finish writing Warriors the next episodes because we already had the first episode done.
Yeah.
So while in LA, because we were also working on a show called The Maurice Show, which is a sitcom. So I was spending most of my time in LA network with people telling about both Warriors and Maurice. So during COVID, I just pretty much used that time to write out the next 4 episodes, plus the Christmas episode.
Well, see, he had a great COVID. Me, my life fell apart. Like lost everything, placed my job. 2020 was not a good year for me with COVID. So that's just me though. That's just my experience.
Yeah. Oh, sorry to hear it. You just kind of
That's
chilled out,
all
I
good. I
guess. You were
bounced
like,
back from it.
you couldn't do anything, I guess, right?
Exactly. Like I was working at the United Center as security guard at the time, but no sports happening because the world shut down. So we need no security. So yeah,
Oh,
2020 was not.
like where the Bulls and Blackhawks play?
Yeah. Yes.
You doing that now or?
No, they hired a whole new staff once they opened back up. It's just like we all got basically screwed over. Everyone that was already working there.
Oh, sorry to hear it. That must have been a pretty cool job though, for when you were
It
doing
was very cool, and that's why I'm so still mad about that. I'm be mad about that to my dying day. I lost that job for nothing.
it.
But
Was
yeah,
that isn't it illegal though for them to do that? Like I thought they like were you, I don't know how it worked if you guys were like actually on the books or I don't know, but
I mean, we never expected a worldwide pandemic to happen while we was there, so it's like that was new to everyone. But
yeah.
I mean, it's over now. That was years ago. It's fine now.
You got to watch sporting events while you worked.
Yes, that was my favorite part. Or concerts coming. I get to watch a concert while I work. That was
Oh, that
great.
yeah, that's even better sometimes. I guess. Well, it depends who you
Yes.
are, but yeah, that's cool.
But it's over now. I'm past that. That's in the history.
Yeah. Well, you can write about it later on, right? So,
Definitely.
well,
Definitely.
guys, it's like I said, not an easy film to make. It's like, lots of special effects. It's like it seems like you got a whole kind of series going on. Is that you want to like get this out there? It's on YouTube right now, right?
But just the trailer, because I also just submitted this to Sundance and South by South with other stuff we've done. And I know
Yeah.
some films can't be online like you. They could be in other festivals, but not online to
Yeah.
be cool.
So you want to wait till your festival's run is over.
Yes,
Gotcha. So and then you guys are just gonna keep so you've already shot 5 episodes?
correct.
Oh wow,
Yes.
okay.
Shot it, got it packaged, the pitch package, the director book, all of that together.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, because yeah, on your IMDb it has 5 episodes, I guess, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
cool. And Gary McMillan Jr. It's a good name. It's a
Thank
good director's name.
Awesome.
Who's Gary McMillan Sr.?
That's my dad. He is a mechanic, but he does support me. He's happy about all of this.
Yeah. Your
Yeah,
parents
he's
are
all
okay with you working in the unpredictable movie industry?
yes, which is shocking. Like I haven't had any issue with them growing up with it. Like they're super happy to see me finally, getting recognition and the awards I'm getting.
What about you, Mr. Baker? Is your parents okay with it?
Uh Now I'll say that because when I first said, "Hey, I want to move to Chicago," my mom was not happy about that in any way, shape, or form. Her first thought is her baby's gonna die, Chicago and its climbs or whatever. But it took like a lot of pushing and shoving to get her to see what I'm after. Like the stuff I've been in, background in, or stuff I've shot. Now she's on board with me this acting career, but like at first, no. My dad, however, he didn't really understand what I was trying to do at first, but now like he's probably my biggest cheerleader. Like
Yeah.
my dad was never against it. He just didn't see what I was trying to do. He don't really know much about acting, but my mom was against this for a while. But they're both like on my team now. Like, yes, son, go for it.
Gotcha. And so basically, but you said you're from originally from East St. Louis, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So isn't there a rivalry between Chicago and St. Louis?
Not to my knowledge. Is there?
Well, in sports, yes, but
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it's just
Carter.
cities, no. It's a rivalry between East St. Louis and St. Louis.
Oh, is there? Okay.
Yes, because St. Louis people, they want to be from the hood so bad. It's like, no, y'all got the arch and the fancy restaurants. Y'all stay over there. We don't have that over here.
You have character, I guess. They want your character.
Yes, exactly. That's perfect word.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, let's talk again when we show you case your next film or whatever. And good luck with the festival experience. And go wrestling. It's like I said, we had to go through a pretty bad decade. Now it's pretty hot, and there's some good wrestlers out there. And
Yes,
I'm enjoying every pay-per-view.
absolutely.
That Kevin might actually be directing a movie that's gonna have wrestling in it.
Oh yeah.
So we'll
Yes.
definitely submit that to your festival when it's done.
Oh, cool. Well, I'm a mark, as they call it. So basically, anything that's wrestling I like. So.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Let's talk soon.
Definitely. Have a good one. Thanks for having us.
Thanks.